Hey, everybody. I am live. Good to see you. Let's see here. I need to set up something real quick. While you guys are coming in, make sure you say hello in the chat as soon as you arrive. Let me type something in to go across the banner. Debbie Sardone Training.com. First time cleans. Okay. Scroll across. All right. Let me add that banner. And there we go. How do you like that little banner? It's pretty handy. I still have a little bit of a tickle left over from when I was sick with COVID. But hey, guys, say hello in the chat when you arrive. And let me find it on my phone so I can answer you guys a little sooner than it shows up on my live feed. You know, I live stream through, let's see, video has no sound. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see here. Let me see if my mic is working. Audio, testing. Okay, it is working. All right. Headphones are on. My phone says video has no sound. That does not make any sense. Oh, now it's working. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I'm looking at my phone and it's saying video has no sound. So I'm like, can y'all hear me? Anyway, hello, Kim. Hello, Maria. Hey, everybody. Long day today. I am telling you. Who had a long day today? Did you have a long day today? This is the busy season. It is upon us. My office was telling me today that people are like getting downright rowdy about their cleanings. You know, they want their cleanings before Christmas, even if somebody in their household has COVID. It's like, no, that's not going to happen. It's like, are you kidding me? No, we are not coming to your house if you have COVID. People are getting rowdy. It is crazy. But anyway, say hello as soon as you're live. Now, while I'm on StreamYard, when I look at comments in StreamYard, if you haven't given StreamYard permission to show your Facebook profile, you have to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. And then you just hit allow, and it allows your Facebook profile to show up on my StreamYard. So appreciate it when you do that, because like I can hit on Marisol and it pops right up for everybody to see. She says, hi, Debbie. Whereas if you haven't done it, then it just simply says Facebook user hello. So I can't really see your name there. But hey, Suzanne, great to see you. And anyway, a couple of announcements. If you have not registered yet for CBF Live coming up in April. I know April seems like a long time away, but it is not. Can you believe 2020 is finally just about over? The first of the year will be here before you know it, and then you'll be looking towards the spring to learn how to grow fast in the new normal. We're going to teach you how to take crisis and turn it into opportunity so you can take advantage of this unbelievable cleaning business economic boom that we are in right now. And I don't want you to miss a single opportunity to take back your business, grow it back to where it was and beyond. If you struggled during the pandemic or closed or shrunk backwards, we're going to take it back. We're going to take business by storm, and we're going to turn crisis into opportunity. And I will be teaching on the new normal and how to grow fast in the new normal in April. So go to cbflive.com and get registered while the registration is super, super dirt cheap. We roll it out very, very, very inexpensively when we first roll it out, so that there's no excuse for someone who truly wants to come and needs help with their business. There's really no excuse financially. Libby says, can't wait. April is just around the corner. This is so true. I mean, it will be here before you know it. Oliver says, hello. I am happy to see that you are feeling better. Thank you so much, Oliver. I am happy to see that I am feeling better. Oh my goodness. It was a little scary to be diagnosed with COVID, but honestly, it was a nothing burger. Now I realize it's not that way for everybody, but it was a total nothing burger. Libby says, we are booming here in South Florida. Just hired 3 new people today. Boom. Pretty exciting. Looking for Libby's comment to pop up on the screen about the spring will be here before you know it. Oh, here it is. Can't wait. April's around the corner. So, yeah, my husband and I both got COVID-19 right before Thanksgiving. So we had to cancel our family trip, and we were basically quarantined for 2 weeks. Very mild flu symptoms for the first week, very mild, just kind of laid in bed, watched TV, hung out, did nothing. And then the second week, it was more like a cold and a mild cough. And again, we just sort of laid around, watched TV, hung out, did nothing. I didn't work for 2 weeks because I just wanted to take it easy and take this disease seriously. But honestly, it was a total nothing burger. So I've hit the ground running, and I'm so excited about the 3-part webinar that I'm launching this week on Thursday. So guys, if you have not registered for that, please don't miss out. You don't want to miss. I see Joanne Bracchio is in the house, always positive. Joanne, Leslie is watching and says hello. Let's see here who else is hello. Aminta, I apologize if I butchered your name. Great to see you. And let's see, I think I've said hello to everybody. So really quick, I want to remind you about the webinar that's coming up. And I have made a change that I think you guys are going to be very happy about. So listen closely. If you're already registered for Thursday's 3-part webinar series, you're going to be very, very happy about this. So listen carefully if you're already registered. What I've decided is everybody wants off on Thursday, December 23rd. So it's probably not a great idea for me to plan a 3-part webinar this close to Christmas. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to turn it into a 2-night webinar, because there's a lot of people that were bummed because they can't make it on that Thursday, the 23rd. They can come this Thursday, the 21st for part 1, and next Monday, the 21st, for part 2, but they weren't going to be able to make it for part 3. So here's what I've decided to do. You know what? None of us want to work on Thursday, the 23rd. So I've added an extra half hour to this Thursday and an extra half hour to Monday, and boom, we're going to get all 3 trainings in 2 nights instead of 3. How do you like that? Comment in the post right here in the comments if you like that. If you like the fact that we're going to cover all 3 webinars in 2 nights instead of 3, type into the comments or into the chat if you like that idea. I'm actually pretty excited. I can do something with my family this close to Christmas, and it just makes more sense. So what I've done was I've added an extra half hour. So we're going to go from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. instead of 5:30 both nights. Thursday this week and Monday next week. Right? So Libby says, like it. Adelie says, yes. So if you're happy about the change, those of you that purchase the replays, the lifetime access to the replays, well, you get them anyway. But if you were going to be here live and wanting to ask me questions live, it's a little disappointing when maybe the 3rd night you can't make it. It's kind of a tough time of the year. People are having Zoom parties. They're having family over, and you know, it's just tough. So Maura says, love it. Carmen says, sounds great to me. Cindy says, I like it. Leslie says, pretty cool. Kimberly says, yes. So I thought that was the right decision. I felt like, you know, my team needs a break. I want to do something with my family that 3rd night. You want to do something with your family or your team. So we're going to take the 3 topics. We're going to cover all 3 in 2 nights. So do not miss your 2 nights live. That way you can ask questions live. So the first night of the 3-part webinar, of course, starts this Thursday. How do you get registered? I'm scrolling across the screen right there. You go to debbiesardone.com/first-time cleans. And here's what we're going to cover. I have made this so affordable because of the pandemic and so many people are struggling, and literally some of the most important things you do is your first time clean, right? Because the only way you'll ever snag a repeat recurring customer is to do the first visit, right? So the first time clean is so important, and it is the hardest job to succeed on, is the first visit. You don't know what the customer's expectations are. The house is always dirtier than you thought. We almost never charge what we should have. The staff gets frustrated because we didn't allow enough time. And then the customers are hard to please because they paid a lot more and they don't understand why it isn't perfect, right? It's so hard to succeed on first time clean. So that's our topic for those three topics that I'll be covering, those three parts in 2 nights. And so succeeding on first time cleans, I'm going to cover it. So first of all, first night, 4 to 6 p.m., I'm going to do an introduction, and then I'm going to jump right into team leader task and duties. The duties, the tasks and duties of the team leader. I'm going to share with you a simple form that I've been using in my own cleaning company for, oh my goodness, probably at least 25 years. And we've tweaked it over the years, and we recently updated it and tweaked it post-pandemic. But literally, I'm going to share with you the document and the form that my company uses every single day when we do first time cleans, and we have a team leader leading that first time clean. I'm going to share that document with you. You'll get to download it and use it in your own company. So the very first night, I'm going to set it up with an introduction and team leader task and duties training. That's this Thursday, the 17th. So that's in 2 nights, guys, 4 p.m. Central, which is 5 p.m. Eastern, and we'll go 2 hours. All right. And then Monday, we're going to wrap it up there. So we're not going to go into that third night. Monday, I'm going to cover the first time clean success roadmap and the move in, move out success roadmap. Let me tell you, you have to succeed on these jobs. If you don't, you lose money. You lose scores on your reviews when somebody's mad and gives you a 1-star review and they're moving away, right? You lose credibility. You lose your staff when they get fed up with things not going well, and complaints, and they have to go back and re-clean, and they stayed longer than they got paid for if they're on a commission. There's so many problems with first time cleans. And so on night 2, Monday, December 21st, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to cover first time clean success roadmap and move in, move out success roadmap. So the way you get registered is go to DebbieSardone.training.com/firsttimecleans.com. Firsttimecleans.com. So let me jump in here and cover something for you tonight that I experienced today that I thought you're going to love this. This is perfect. Let's see, why can't I get back to my tab? There it is. Let me make sure I gave you the URL correctly. Yes, it's DebbieSardone.training.com/first-time-cleans. Okay, so that's where you get registered if you want to join us Thursday. It's only $27, guys. I made it so cheap. It's just, I mean, it doesn't even cover my costs, right, of paying my staff to work that night. But first time clean success, $27. And then there's an option for you to upgrade if you want lifetime access to the replays. So it's cheap. But even if you can't afford that, just show up for 2 nights. We'll spend 2 hours together each night, and you're going to learn all about team leader training, first time cleans, and move in, move out cleans. All right, so let me cover what I wrote down for tonight to talk about, because I tell you what, this company shocked me today. And I'm not shocked very often by what businesses do. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, right? I teach a workshop inside of our CBF community called Building Customer Wow. So I understand customer wow, but this company literally shocked me today. Now I'm going to give you a chance to guess in a minute who they are, but let me tell you a little bit about what I've been observing in this company recently, and it's pretty incredible, actually. Um, so first of all, I was driving down the road like a major thoroughfare in my town, going to dinner over the weekend, and we're not locked down here in Texas, and my husband and I were going out for dinner. Hey, we have the antibodies. We can go anywhere in that worry. But we were going to dinner, driving down the road, and I look over at this restaurant. I'm going to say fast food chain. And it was probably 5:30, about 5:30 in the evening. The cars were lined up at the drive-through pickup window all the way around the entire restaurant and out into the parking lot. The line was that long for people to get food from this restaurant. You don't see that very often, anytime, anywhere, no matter what, right? It's probably a little bit elevated during pandemic. I've never seen anything like it. And I comment, I'm like, look at that place. People are lined up. They must be giving away free money at the drive-through window. And my husband said, he said, oh, they're always like that. I'm like, really? Because I don't get out much. I work from home and I don't get out much. And he's like, oh yeah, they're always like that. So today I went to the hair salon, got my hair done today. And let's see. Oh, you guys had it. Yes, we sure did. But it was mild. You missed my story, but yes, we're back. So today I went, got my hair done. I was kind of hungry. I was going to head to my office and spend about 2 hours with my team. I do consulting with them on Tuesdays, and I hadn't been there in 3 weeks. So I left the hair salon and I drove to that same brand of restaurant on the other side of town. Now this is 10:30 in the morning, so it's really not like rush hour eating time. It's not noon when it's lunchtime where everybody at work is going to grab some food really quick. It's not dinner time. It's 10:30 in the morning. So I'm thinking, oh, the place will be empty. So I pull into the parking lot and the line is backed out, not nearly like it was Saturday night at 5:30, but the line was pretty long for the drive-through. And I was like, oh, brother, do I really want to do this? So I kind of pulled in and I saw 3 people outside with clipboards and buckets to take cash and little credit card swipe machines. And they were going up to the cars that were in line. So you could drive up to the window, but to speed up things, they had 3 employees out in the parking lot going to your window to take your order. I'm like, oh, this is good. This should move faster. So the guy came up to my window and I said, is it too late for me to get breakfast? And he said, oh, I'm sorry, it is too late. We stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. It was like 10:36, 10:37, maybe 10:38 at the latest. And I just said, oh, bummer. Okay. So I said, well, what kind of salads have you got? And he was really polite. He said, pull up a little more and I'll show you the bigger sign. He started to show me his little iPad sign, but it's kind of hard to see. He says, pull up a little more and you can see the big sign. And he pointed out different salads. I said, okay, I'll have that salad. So I finished the drive-through. It actually went shockingly quick. And I said to the guy, I said, what's that bucket for? Is that for tips? I can do, is that for tips? And he said, oh, no, we're not allowed to take tips. I said, oh, okay. So I drove to the drive-through and I got my salad and I started to pull off and a lady runs out the side door, obviously an employee of this company. She runs out the side door and she says, ma'am, are you the one that wanted breakfast? And I said, yes, I know it's too late. And she said, we happen to have some leftovers. And she had a big bag in her hand. And you could tell there was a lot of stuff in it. And she said, we happen to have some leftovers. What would you like? And she was digging around in her bag. And she said, I have these, I don't know, something I never heard of called, I don't know. It was some kind of a biscuit thing. I never eat there for breakfast. It was some kind of a breakfast biscuit thing. And then there was hash browns. And then there was some other breakfast thing. And she said, would you like one of these? And I said, sure, I would love it. So she pulls it out and gives it to me. And then she said, would you like some hash browns too? And I said, sure. She pulls that out of the bag and hands it to me. I said, well, thank you. And she said, you're welcome. Have a great day. Can anybody guess? Oh, Libby's already got it. Chick-fil-A, love their systems, actually taking a course from the founder. Well, I was, it's funny, Libby. I was sitting there in the parking lot thinking, I want to apply for a job at Chick-fil-A and go through their training. I didn't know they offer courses, but their training is unbelievable. And so you talk about the wow factor. You talk about shock and awe of a customer at a fast food chain. Okay, we're talking fast food here. We're not talking high-end steakhouse where they know their customers are going to spend $100, $150, $200. We're talking fast food where the customer is probably going to spend $5 or $6. I mean, I don't even know what I spent, but it wasn't much. Shock and awe is what I experienced. Now I see these lines around the block to buy their food. And I'll be honest with you, I don't actually like the way their food tastes. I don't care for their chicken sandwich because it's marinated in some kind of a vinegar marinade. A lot of people love it. I get it. It's not my cup of tea. So I don't love their food, but I love their service. And I go there. If I'm on that side of town, I mean, I would never go to a hamburger joint because I just don't eat like that. But their service is amazing. I have never walked into a Chick-fil-A and not been treated very kind and very sweet by their staff. Now, we were on the road not too long ago. I'm trying to remember when we took a road trip. I don't remember what it was, but we took a road trip and had to stop and eat at a place. And it was amazing how uninterested in service, untrained, unfriendly, unnice the staff was at this other fast food place that we ate at when we were on the road not too long ago, a couple months ago. It was shocking. They were rude. They weren't friendly. They were like, next. It was a really bad experience, but it was a famous chain that all of us eat at. And, the food is predictable. So when we finally got our food, which took forever, it was a predictable food. But the training of the employees at this other place that we were at, I don't remember what state we were in. We were not in Texas, but the service was absolutely horrible. I'm talking horrible. Now, this is a famous chain that we've all been to, but today's experience, just like every time I've ever walked in the doors of a Chick-fil-A, is consistently friendly. And they just shock you with their friendliness and their helpfulness and their kindness. I mean, that's training, okay? Because people can be cranky or apathetic or uninterested in you no matter where they work, okay? It's the training that can pull the best out of a person, or the training that can leave a person to their own resources, which is usually not great. And I am telling you, it is the training. When you have well-trained employees, you can wow your customers. You want to know why you can wow and shock your customers? Because everybody else has poorly or untrained employees. It is so easy to wow people these days because everybody else's training sucks. This is why I'm doing this training on Thursday. The team leader task and duties training. Why? Because it is so easy to wow people these days because nobody else is doing it. Nobody is wowing customers because nobody's training them. You can't tell me at that other fast food place where those employees were like, next, what's your number? Or people, they call out a number, order number 550, order number, nothing, right? You can't tell me they were trained to do that. No, they were just not trained. Training is one of the easiest ways to up level your reputation, to up level your customer experience. Just training. And it's easy because nobody else is doing it. Everybody else is winging it. Most entrepreneurs out there do not have a training program. We literally have a team leaders task and duties training. People are like, really? Oh, I never thought of that. How easy is that to do? And then it becomes easy to wow people and to shock people because they're not getting a well-trained employee in other places, at restaurants, at other maid services that compete with you. They're not getting well-trained employees. Employees have been trained to shock and wow you. It's much simpler. So it's funny to contrast because my son, who his kids came over this weekend for a visit, he and his wife celebrated his birthday, and they went to a really high-end hotel and restaurant in Dallas. Very famous hotel and restaurant, high-end, expensive, very nice luxury for a special night, right? My son said the hotel experience was fabulous, always is. But he said the bar, the restaurant and bar, was an absolutely horrible experience. He said, Mom, it was so bad. He said, we kind of cracked up. It was comical. It was so bad. And I guarantee you they're struggling right now, probably because of the pandemic and the closures and losing your staff and starting over with new staff and struggling to find anybody that wants to come back to work, right? So I'm sure they're struggling like a lot of service businesses, but the employees that are newly hired to work in the bar were clearly not trained. They weren't trained to greet the customer, to acknowledge your presence, your existence. They were completely ignored. It was an absolutely horrific experience. And this is a high-end 5-star hotel and restaurant. Shocking. I mean, you're going to spend $200 to eat at that restaurant, right? Versus Chick-fil-A, where you might not even spend $10. The experience is like night and day. I'm telling you, training is easy if you know what to train on. And that's the problem. The owners don't know what to train in. The owners don't know what to teach their staff. And when the owner doesn't know, how on earth could the employees know? So we're going to cover how to succeed on First Time Cleans this Thursday night. We are going to go through that 2 hours Thursday, 2-hour wrap up on Monday, and then we're going to be done. We won't have that third night. We're going to get all 3 parts of the series in 2 nights. Thursday night, the kickoff night, intro, and task and duties, team leader task and duties training. We're going to get that covered Thursday night, this coming Thursday, the 21st, and then we're going to wrap up the other 2 webinars on Monday night, and then we won't have the third night because we'll cover all 3 topics in 2 nights. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see here. What else was I going to share with you? Let's see. So here's what I want to say. If you want to shock and awe your customers in a positive way, okay? I think my son was shocked at the horrible service at this high-end restaurant. But if you want to shock and awe them, it starts with training. It does not start with the owner winging it, hoping things go well, or worse yet, nothing goes well unless the owner shows up and participates in the cleaning. There's no freedom in that. You can't scale to a 7-figure business. If the cleanings require the owner to participate for them to go well, you'll never scale to 7 figures. It starts with training. It literally starts with training. So if you came in late, go back and listen to this middle section where I talked about my experience with Chick-fil-A and how they ran out to my car and gave me some free food because I was disappointed I had missed the breakfast hour. It is shocking. Such kind and sweet employees, such good training of their staff. And if you missed my announcement, we're going to take our 3-part webinar series, How to Succeed on First Time Cleans, and I'm breaking it into 2 nights instead of 3. We all decided everybody wants to be off on Thursday, December 23rd, including me, including my team, including you, including your family. So instead of doing all 3 nights, 3 webinars, 1 night, 1 webinar per night, I'm doing the intro and the first webinar on Thursday night and the other 2 webinars on Monday night. We're going to go an extra half hour. So block out 2 hours of time both nights, and then we're done, guys. We're done. We've done our homework. We've learned how to train our employees. We've learned how to succeed on First Time Cleans, and you're going to hit the ground running in January succeeding on first-time cleans. You know, if you succeed on first-time cleans, the likelihood of the client, unless they're moving away, the likelihood of the client signing up for recurring goes up dramatically if you succeed. But if you fail on the first time clean, meaning they want some money back, they want you to come back and re-clean, the likelihood of them ever going as a repeat customer almost dramatically ends in most cases when you fail. So you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So what kind of first impression do you make? I will tell you, I don't go to Chick-fil-A very often. So when I do go, it's kind of a new first impression because I don't go very often. And the impression they made on me today was shocking. And we can do the same thing. It's not that hard. It requires training. And when you know what to train your staff in, then you can train them. I'm going to provide you with the forms, the checklists, the details, and you can literally implement what you learn Thursday and Monday starting next week, literally. And you can begin to succeed more and more on first time clean so you can make more money and live better. And that's what it's all about when you're in business for yourself. That's what it's all about. Not work until you die, not struggling and barely surviving financially. It is all about making more money and living better. And if you're not, then it's only because you're doing it wrong. It's not because you're in the wrong industry. We are in a cleaning business economic boom. If you're not making more money and living better, it is only because you're doing it wrong. It's not because the industry is broken. All right, guys. So I think my voice is telling me it's time to wrap things up. And can't wait to see all of you on Thursday. So make sure you get registered before it's too late. DebbieSardonetraining.com/first time cleans, plural, first time cleans, and get registered. It's only $27. Give me a break. I'd have paid 10 times that back in the day when I was struggling to figure this out. So come join us. I can't wait to answer your questions and help you nail it on first time cleans. All right, guys. And if you're already registered for Thursday night, but you're not registered for CBF Live, all I can say is, what are you waiting for? You waiting for the price to double? Because that's what people do. Do you know we register so many people? We probably register at least a third of our attendees that last month when the price is the highest. You know you want to come. You know you should be there. Stop procrastinating. Go register at cbflive.com. Just do it. Just do it tonight. I'm going to check my phone tonight. I'm going to be looking for your name. I'm going to check my phone tonight and see who registered tonight to CBF Live. Who tonight said yes to themselves? Who tonight said 2021 is going to be a much better year than I've ever had? I'm coming to CBF Live. I'm going to learn about how to grow fast in the new normal. I will be there. I'm registering tonight so I don't procrastinate and never get around to it, or procrastinate and pay double later. I'm doing it tonight. I'm going to be watching the registration on my phone. I'm going to go get my PJs on, get in bed, and watch on my phone and see whose name comes up and registers tonight. cbflive.com. All right, guys. Hope to see you Thursday and Monday. And again, if you missed the announcement, we're turning the 3-part webinar series into 2 nights only, an extra half hour each night. We're lopping off that third night because everybody wants to spend time with their family December 23rd. All right, guys, take care. Oh, good. I see some people have said I've registered. Hey, Florin, good to see you. I have been to train the owner and train the trainer. Should I sign again? Absolutely. Florin, rinse and repeat. This is how you become better and better and better. You don't learn something once and never. No, rinse and repeat. Go back through this stuff. You can never get enough. Shoot, I learn every time I go back through my own stuff. My staff that do an amazing job learn something new every time they go back through the same stuff they've been going through for years. My staff. Remind and reinforce, rinse and repeat. This is how we become experts. This is how we get better and better and better. So yeah. Okay. Leslie says, I registered last week. All right, Leslie. I'm excited about that. Libby says 2020 was awesome and 2021 will be amazing. I'm going will give 2020 a 1-star review. I don't recommend it, but no, it's 2021 is going to be amazing. Libby, I love your attitude. I'm just giving you a hard time. Cindy says it's worth it. Go, go, go. Thank you, Cindy. You're so sweet. Register for both, says Libby. All right, guys. Who else is registered? Type into the chat, I'm registered, so I can celebrate. Oh, thank you, Florin. He says, I learned a lot from you so far. Well, keep learning. Let me tell you something. If you stop learning, you start to go backwards. If you stop learning, you start to go backwards. Your skills can become stagnant. Your tactics can become outdated. And human nature is old, bad habits creep in. New and good habits don't creep in. Old, bad habits creep in. The only way to keep the new good habits to stay in and not be replaced by old bad habits is to remind and reinforce what you learned a year ago, what you learned 2 years ago, what you learned 3 years ago. Remind and reinforce. I make my team go back through the entire speed cleaning train the trainer course every year. Every year. Why? Because we get better every year we go through it. All right. Somebody else said, I'm registered. Veronica, yay. Krista is registered. Joanne is registered. I can't wait to hug your neck or give you a virtual hug in April, Joanne. So great you're coming. Cindy is registered. Jeannie is registered. Raquel is registered. You guys are blowing me away. This is so cool. So anybody who has us, Jeannie Henderson is in the house. Coach Jeannie's in the house. Yes, rinse and repeat. We always learn more the second, the third, and the fourth time. In fact, we have created new certificates for our trainers that will be uploaded soon in the training portal for all of you who have lifetime access. We have new certificates because we realize, wait a minute, when my trainers go back through year 2, year 3, year 4, they are becoming more and more high-level experts at training. And so we have literally redesigned a year 2, kind of a, kind of like a silver, gold, platinum training certificate. So that year 2, they get a certain certificate. Year 3, they get a platinum certificate. We really want them to feel proud of their achievement, their skill, and just be proud that they're a 3rd year expert at training. Isn't that cool? So those are going to be uploaded soon if they haven't already uploaded it. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to let you go. I am so excited about these 2 events. First of all, get registered for Thursday night and Monday. We're not doing the 3rd night. We're squeezing all 3 webinars in those 2 nights. So get registered this coming Thursday for the Succeeding on First Time Cleans 3-part webinar series. We'll do it Thursday night for 2 hours and Monday for 2 hours. Then we're done. Woohoo! And then CBF Live coming up in April. Go get registered. Can't wait to see all of you there. All right. Libby says, love the new certificates. We are currently working on a career ladder for our cleaners. Isn't that cool? I love Coach Libby's whole approach to her employee engagement and team culture. Her and Jeannie both are just amazing at team culture and building the team spirit within their team. So we have some of the best coaches in the world in CBF. If you're thinking, why am I not a part of this group? I'm thinking, yeah, why aren't you? If you want to build a 7-figure freedom-based business where you make more money and you live better and you never, ever mop again. If you want that for yourself, you need to be a part of the CBF community. It's absolutely amazing. All righty. I'm going to sign off, guys. I hope to see you guys Thursday night. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. 4 p.m. Central to 6 p.m. instead of 5:30. 4 to 6. Or if you're in the Eastern time zone, 5 to 7. 2 hours Monday. 2 hours Thursday, and then 2 hours Monday, and then we're done. 3-part webinar series. All right. Take care. Have a great night. See you soon.